Hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let me use this opportunity to say thank you to all those who subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate, and thank you very much for all the feedback, very positive comments. Thank you very much. Motivating, it's going to make me keep doing this. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you. So today I want to talk about what it's like living alone. For me, living alone has become very easy. I've always kind of not really always kind of lived alone, but I started living alone for a long time now. I actually started from my tertiary days. I've never stayed in a hostel, so I didn't have that experience of staying in a hostel. I was day student for secondary school, so even though I miss that hostel life, when I hear people talk about it, I kind of feel like I missed out on some fun things. But I went to a day school, so when I went to the university, I didn't stay in a hostel. Right off the bat, I got an apartment and started living alone. It was very easy for me to transition because even while staying with my parents, I had a level of freedom. So it wasn't like I was one of those who was so eager to go to school so that I could be free. No, I didn't. That was not it for me. And because to a degree, I had some level of freedom even while at home, so I could still travel to visit families, stay with friends if I want to. So there was no street upbringing that prevented me from being independent. So I was very independent at a very young age, because even after secondary school I had worked. So I was working. I was even working in Ikoyi and living in Sule. So I was very independent at a young age. So transitioning and going to school, it was easy for me to just kind of stay there. So I never had the hostel experience, never. So I rented an apartment in school, and that was it. I left, and so very easy. Then after school, I think my very first experience of the hostel life was the 3 weeks NYSC camp. So that was my first experience, and I can tell you that I even had an accident while sleeping on a bunk bed. In short, I fell and broke my jaw. I have stitches from that for bad experience. So it's good that I never stayed in the hostel, because I don't want to even imagine the level of accident I could have experienced living in the hostel and having to stay on a bunk bed. No, NYC, bad experience and all that. So after NYC, back to Lagos, and had to get a job, and straight I had to get an apartment as well here in Lagos, and it's been like that. Okay, but when I went back, I think I stayed with my parents for a while until 2015. I think till 2015, that's when I now got my apartment. And but there's this level of independence that getting a place brings, because that you have bills to pay. You have bills to pay, so you have to make sure that you'll be able to afford to pay your rent and stuff like that. So there's a level of independence that staying alone gives you and all that. So what is it like staying alone? It's for me, it's creating your ideal space. Trust me, I'm an amateur interior decorator. So creating your ideal space, that freedom you experience, you begin to prioritize things that are very important to you, because when it's just you, so you are for me, I'm prioritizing wellness, and stuff like that. So because I really do not have a lot of experience outside living with my family, my parents, I can't do a lot of comparison, except I want to compare living with my parents and staying alone. But living alone, I think it's fun. I think it just makes you more responsible. You have your space, you know, you're free to do what you want to do. You're free to work how you know, you're free to keep stuff where you want to keep them and stuff like that. Like I tell people, and most people know, I'm very, very careless. So, you know, but living alone means that I can be careless in peace. I can be careless the way I want to be careless and stuff like that. So it's fun. It's fun. But I still do not think it's for everyone, you know. I think there are a lot of people who need people, you know, for them to function well. For me, I can do both. I can live with people and I can also be on my own. So it's not a difficult situation for me, but I've come to find out that a lot of people can't do it. I would really like to know for those watching to tell me what it's like. For is it something that you really love, or you rather be, you know, with people around and stuff? For me, it's easy for me. But during COVID, I had to, you know, stay with my friends, just because at that point we needed people for that support. You know, it was scary out there. We were, you know, losing people were getting sick, but we needed, you know, family and stuff like that to like be able to go through those challenges. I believe from time to time everybody needs that kind of support, you know. So but aside that, it's just, and it's, for me, it's beautiful because you know yourself, you love yourself. Well, a lot of people will say living alone makes you extremely comfortable in your space and that it could affect dating life and stuff like that. Maybe it, you know, you are like, and I have my place. If you do anyhow, please, I'm going and stuff like, yeah. I think to an extent it can affect you, you know, doing things with maybe in relationship rather, that people get so comfortable that they really do not want to share their space with somebody. That is when you want to take the relationship you know, further than, you know, just dating and stuff like that, maybe marriage and stuff like that. People say it does affect that you get too comfortable being alone and stuff like that. I really can't say, you know, but I enjoy that I can create beautiful things with my space. I enjoy the fact that I don't have to worry about a lot of things. You know, wherever I keep my stuff, I'm going to meet my stuff there. Okay guys, so for those who are considering staying alone, now, so at some point some of you would consider to be like, you know, us that live alone and stuff like that. So let me share some of my challenges and give you some tips. So some of my challenges is that I'll go out with my key and I forget my key somewhere, then I'll get home, I won't be able to get into the house. This is a like serious challenge for me, so let me tell you. So what I've done now is I have a key, and I have a key with my sister. So if there's any challenge that I get over that I can't find my key or something, I'll just go to her house, or she will just send it to me to get to, because I always forget my keys. That's one of my own personal challenges. And also trying as much as possible to have food in the house, because non-perishable food in the house that I keep, because if, for example, I don't have any food in the house, I don't have anybody that will help me to go and get anything. And so I try to like stock up as much as possible, just stock the house, so that when I'm home and I feel like I don't want to go out for the next 2-3 days, that I'm good, enough water, enough, you know, foods that can, you know, I don't have anybody that's gonna, if I had a roommate, I was like, oh, you're coming back, can you get something for me? There's nothing like that for me. So I have to make sure that I have water and food at home. Also, living alone, you have to become a carpenter. You know, you have to know how to do some basic home stuff, like, so have a screwdriver, nail, hammer, stuff like that at home. In case of emergency, you can still do some things yourself. So that's another thing. Then also, you don't have to be extremely friendly with your neighbors, but you need to be cordial, because these are people that you would need if there's anything. So try and be cordial with your neighbors, greet them when need, and stuff like that. During holidays like Christmas, New Year, take food, take things to them and stuff like that. Also make sure you have medicine at home, Panadol, basic medicine, flagyl and stuff like that. Make sure you always have them at home, so it helps a lot when you have things like that at home. So those are things that I try to then also invite your friends over once in a while. Invite your friends. You can have some, you can shake the apartment small, get your friends, celebrate, drink wine, eat good food and stuff like that. For me, I love cooking, so I'm always, if I'm bored, I'll just go and cook. Whether I'm Netflixing or I'm cooking and stuff like that. So those are the things I do to get myself kind of busy. Then I'm also involved in Rotary, so I do a lot of humanitarian stuff. It means that I'm always busy also doing stuff for Rotary as well, aside my job. Living alone means that you have to engage yourself in things that that at the end of the day doesn't feel like you're living alone, right? You're busy, you're doing stuff, so by the time you get to be tired and you're just eating and going to bed and stuff like that. So those are it for me too as well. So yeah. Also, an advantage of living alone is that there's less cleaning. You don't have to clean all the time. You understand? You don't have to clean all the time, and I can eat anyway. I can decide to eat in my living room, decide to eat in my bedroom. Nobody's going to say, why are you doing this? You understand? So that's some of the things that, that's some of the advantage of living alone. I'm not here to give anybody any disadvantage. I'm not here to give you any disadvantage of living alone, because for me, I'm making it work. So I will really like to know which do you prefer, living with people or living alone? Which would you like say, that's it for me? Understand? I really would love to know. And I also like to know what are the advantages too of living with people. I know when I'm with my friends, we are gisting into the night, we are not sleeping much, we're talking the whole night and stuff like that. So I think those are some of the good things about having people around for me. So when I need such things, I know where to go to. I'll just pack my bag straight to my friend's house and come back. And when I need my quietness and my one-on-one, I'm here. And I would like to hear how is it something that you enjoy, or you prefer that hostel life where everybody's coming and going, there's gisting, there's and stuff like that. So I would like to hear. For me, these are some of my and I'm always changing things around. My God, I really love. See, I'm not a professional what they call it, material decorator, but I love moving things around. I tell you, I used to tell people that the thing that is only yapping me is money. If I have money, I know what I would do and the kind of interior I will invest in. I love beautiful things. It's only money that is just making me that's slowing me down. When we get there, I have that kind of money, forget there's no slowing down. We are buying all the fine interior decorating things out there. I love indigo. I love portrait. I love pictures, paintings and stuff. I do love them as well. So that's it. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope this kind of gave you a little bit of insight about me, or rather, I hope this kind of tells you a little bit about me, right? That's the word, right? English is hard sometimes, but so I hope it did. And thank you for watching. Thank you. You must really like me to watch this video to the end. So thank you. So click on the notification button, you know, like, drop a comment, share on your WhatsApp status and stuff like that. So thank you so much. I love you. Bye guys. Bye. Let me arrange my hair. Thank you.